Hello students, hope you all are fine. This is Deepa handling 9th standard chemistry. Today I am going to give a quick recall on the topic matter around us, that is chapter 10. Okay, so far you are receiving so many contents on this topic and the lesson is also finished. So today I am going to give you a quick revision. Okay, the very first topic is matter around us, as the title says. Okay, what is meant by matter? So everything is around us is known as a matter. So whatever the things we are seeing in our day-to-day life is known as a matter. So for example, human beings, animals, pencils, bags, books, whatever the things. Okay, so there is a two property. We want to satisfy only two properties, that is it has mass and occupies space. So the definition for matter is given as anything. The matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. The matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So it may be asked in a 1 mark or 2 mark question. Kindly note it down. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about classification of matter. So far you are classified the matter based on the physical properties, that is nothing but solid, liquid and gas. So here we are classifying the matter based on the chemical composition. Okay. So we classify the matter based on chemical composition into two types. One is pure substance, another one is the mixture. Pure substance, another one is the mixture. Okay. So are you able to follow me? Matter can be classified based on the chemical composition into two types. One is pure substance, another one is a mixture. So this flowchart will be help you to see the classification of matter. So pure substance and impure substance. The another name of mixture is called as a impure substance. Okay. So again the pure substance must be classified into elements and compounds, and impure substance can be classified into homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So this is the general classification of matter. Kindly note it down. It may be asked in a 1 mark questions or 2 mark questions, or else they may be asked how to classify the matter. You want to draw this flowchart. Okay. So before that I enter in that. So matter is nothing but anything that has mass and occupies space. So what about the sunlight, force, sound and energy? Is it considered to be as a matter? Yes or no? No. What it is no means they do not occupy space and they don't have any mass. Is sunlight has any mass? So sunlight irukkum or weight irukuma? Adu udha space occupy panikuma? No. So things that should be considered as it should be occupied space and it has mass, then only it is told as a matter. So sunlight, sound, force and energy are not considered as the matter. Kindly keep it in your mind. So this may be asked in a 1 mark. Give an example for anything that it is not considered as a matter. So you want to give as a sunlight, sound, force and energy. Okay. So next I am going to discuss about elements. So what is meant by element? So all those things, all the substances on the earth is made up of a simpler substance is called as a element. So in the world இருக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா சப்ஸ்டன்ஸுமே ஏதாவது ஒரு சிம்பிளர் ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் வச்சு தான் மேடப் ஆயிருக்கும். இட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அ எலமெண்ட். ஸோ எலமெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் அஸ் அ பில்டிங் பிளாக்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆல் மெட்டீரியல்ஸ். எலமெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் அஸ் பில்டிங் பிளாக்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆல் மெட்டீரியல்ஸ். ஸோ எப்படி ஒரு வீடு கட்ட சின்ன சின்ன செங்கலாக வச்சு தான் ஒரு பெரிய வீடு ஃபார்ம் ஆகுமோ, அதே மாதிரி தான் வாட் எவர் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் என்ன காம்பவுண்ட்ஸாக இருந்தாலும் தே ஷுட் பி ஃபார்ம்டு வித் த ஹெல்ப் ஆஃப் த element. So we all are know there are 118 elements in the earth. So far எவ்வளோ elements find out பண்ணியிருக்காங்க? 118 elements. They are arranged in a modern periodic table. ஒரு periodic table it should be arranged in a particular format. You should be studying in your next class, next lesson. Okay, that's the topic of periodic classification of elements. Okay, so here they are given only the basic information. So how 118 elements are there? In that 92 are occur naturally. நமக்கு இயற்கையாகவே எத்தனை elements கிடைக்குது? 92 elements are occurred naturally. Okay, so the remaining 26 elements are prepared in the lab. So remaining 26 elements are prepared in lab. Okay, so these are the things you have to remember in your mind. So totally 180 elements are there. In this 92 elements are occurring naturally, remaining 22 elements are prepared in lab. So with this combination we have created billions of combinations of compounds. So for example I told, so if you are using carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, so இந்த மூணு எலிமெண்ட்டை மட்டும் வச்சுக்கலாம். Okay, so these three elements are formed so many combinations. For example, CO joined together, it forms carbon monoxide. CO2, this 2 oxygen and 1 carbon forms a CO2, carbon dioxide. So 1 carbon, 2 oxygen and 1 hydrogen forms COOH, that is acid. Okay, one carbon, 1 hydrogen, 1 oxygen forms CHO. So ஒரு 3 element வச்சு நம்மளால இத்தனை combinations கொடுக்க முடியும்னா nearly 118 elements are there. So அதெல்லாம் mix ஆகி we have get billions of compounds. Okay, so totally 180 elements are there. 92 are occurring naturally and 26 are prepared in the lab. So keep it in your mind. And also elements, what is the definition for element? Okay, so element cannot be broken down into a simpler substance. Okay, so எந்த ஒரு chemical method ஆலையும் அதால என்ன பண்ண முடியாது, simpler substance form ஆக முடியாது. Because element na it can only made up of only one kind of atom. So இப்போ for example consider aluminium, atoms of aluminium. So aluminium அப்படினு சொல்லி எடுத்துட்டோம், நம்ம வீட்ல எல்லாம் டே டு டே லைஃப்ல நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம் இல்லையா. So this aluminium எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா it is made up of only atoms of aluminium. Gold நம்ம வியர் பண்றோம் இல்லையா. So this gold எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா it is made up of only atoms of gold. Copper, it is made up of only atoms of copper. So elements அப்படினு சொல்லி சொன்னோம்னா எந்த எலிமெண்டா இருந்தாலும் it should be made up of that element only. Okay, so element is made up of only one kind of atom and that cannot be broken down further into a simpler substance. This is the basic definition for element, so kindly note it down. Okay, so example for elements: copper, zinc, chlorine, iodine, lithium, sodium, potassium. So many elements are there. How many elements? 118 elements. So these are the building blocks of all materials. Building blocks of all materials. Okay, so note it down as it may be asked in a 1 mark. Next, atom. Atom is the smallest unit of an element. So இப்போ ஒரு element எடுத்துக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னோம்னா அதை break பண்ணிட்டே போறோம். At last we have get a final particle, ஒரு சின்ன particle கடைசியா கிடைக்கும் இல்லையா. So that is known as an atom. Okay, so this atom only takes part in the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction ல யார் involve ஆக போறாங்கன்னா atom. Okay, similarly molecule அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னோம்னா some atoms cannot be exist independently. For example oxygen O அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இருக்காது. It may be joined with another oxygen and form O2 அப்படியே இருக்கிறதா molecule. It always exists independently and retain all the physical and chemical properties. That is the main thing. Okay, smallest unit of the compound. A molecule is the smallest unit of the compound and it can be exist independently. Okay, so examples for molecule: hydrogen molecules. It consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen, H2. Hydrogen molecule அப்படினு சொல்லி சொன்னாலே இப்படி தான் எழுதணும், H2. Okay, so oxygen molecule அப்படினு சொல்லி சொன்னோம்னாலே O2. So keep it in your mind. It consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of oxygen. So இப்போ copper அப்படினு சொல்லி சொன்னோம்னா it contains of only 1 atom of copper, Cu அப்படினு தான் இருக்கும். Okay, keep it in your mind. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about element. So element must be classified into 3 types. One is metal, metalloid and non-metal. So those things are discussed elaborately in here following lessons. So here I just tell the examples only. Okay, metal, metalloid and non-metal. Some elements have some specific properties. For example, it may be shiny and it may be hard. So it may be a good conductor. So all those category comes under the metal. So those who are opposite to metal are considered as a non-metal. Some elements are having the properties of both metals and non-metals. They are considered to be as a metalloids. So example for metal: copper, chromium, gold, mercury. Metalloid: boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic. So for non-metal: carbon, oxygen, neon, chlorine. So it may be asked in your 1 mark, just note it down. Okay, so next I am going to discuss about compounds. What do you mean by compound? When 2 or more elements combine chemically to form a new substance. The new substance is called as the compound. Okay, it may be asked in here 2 mark questions. What is meant by compound? For example, hydrogen is an element, oxygen is an element. Both hydrogen and oxygen combine together and form a water molecule. Okay, so it is an example for a compound. So normal eatable salt, நம்ம வீட்ல சாப்பிடுறோம் இல்லையா, உப்பு. What is it? It is nothing but a chemical combination of sodium and chlorine. So sodium ஒன்று எடுத்துக்கிறோம், chlorine ஒன்று எடுத்துக்கிறோம். Both are joined together and form sodium chloride. So the common salt, it is known as the common salt sodium chloride. They may be asked in the 1 mark. What is the name of common salt? It is known as a sodium chloride. Similarly, cane sugar. நம்ம வீட்டில் sugar போட்டு சாப்பிட்றோம் இல்லையா, white sugar. It is the combination of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So keep it in C12H22O11. They may be asked the formula for cane sugar. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Okay. So next, that is one activity you have to make it yourself. So they are given the water molecule structure and carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon is in the center and has to make. If you make it yourself in your home as an activity. Okay. So next, the uses of compounds. So already we discussed it. With the help of 118 elements, there are billions of compounds are formed. Okay. So here, phosphorus, nitrogen and potassium compounds. Phosphorus, nitrogen and potassium compounds are used in fertilizers. நம்ம வீட்லயே பார்க்குறோம் இல்லையா, நம்ம வீட்லயே யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் இல்லையா. So in agriculture they are using as a fertilizers. Okay. So phosphorus, nitrogen and oxygen, they are used as a fertilizers are used பண்ணிட்டு. Okay. So similarly, NPK, urea சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, நம்ம வீட்டிலலாம் சொல்லுவாங்க, நல்ல அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ஃபீல்டில் இருந்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். So it is used as a fertilizer. Similarly, silicon compounds are used in, எங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னு தெரியுமா? Computer industry. Okay. So if in the original stage we have a very big type of computers. In the room is size பத்தாத அளவுக்கு இருக்கும். But nowadays we can easily carry in our hand with the help of silica chips. அதுக்குள்ள யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய chips. That chip is mainly made up of silicon compounds. Okay. They may be asked in a match the following: phosphorus fertilizers, silicon computer industry, like that. Okay. Similarly, compounds of fluorine. Fluorine compounds are used in toothpaste manufacturing processes. Okay. So in toothpaste manufacturing process they are using only fluoride to avoid the tooth decay. So in the toothpaste பார்த்தாலே இனிமே you have to see it on the back என்னென்ன compounds எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So because nowadays we are mature, நமக்கே தெரியும் நிறைய compounds name. So whatever the product we are used, நம்ம என்ன product, maybe it may be beautician product or it may be a eatable one, whatever it is, find out, you just find out the name. Tablets இருந்தா கூட அதுல என்ன chemical compound இருக்கு அப்படின்றது you have to be read it out. Then only you know the uses of the elements and then the element எதுக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். ஓகேவா? So next, they are given the difference between the element and compound. Okay. So what it is mean by element is made up of only one kind of atom. Element is made up of only one kind of atom, whereas compound made up of more than one kind of atom. Okay. This is the difference. So it is the smallest particle that retains. So the smallest particle of an element is atom. The smallest particle of an element is atom. The smallest particle of a compound is molecule. The smallest particle of a compound is molecule. Okay. Cannot be broken down into a simpler substance. It can be broken down into a simpler substance. This is the difference between the elements and compound. Okay. So are you able to follow me? So element made up of only one kind of atom, compound more than one kind of atom. So smallest particle of an element is an atom, smallest particle of a compound is molecule. So element cannot be broken down into a simpler substance. Compounds can be broken down into a simpler substance. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about mixtures. Okay. Already you know mixture is a impure substance. Okay. The definition for mixture is it contains two or more compounds or elements or both physically mixed in any ratio. Okay. So mixture is nothing but it contains two or more kinds of elements ஆவும் இருக்கலாம், compounds ஆவும் இருக்கலாம். Okay. So or both, ரெண்டுமே கலந்தும் இருக்கலாம். It cannot be chemically mixed, it is a physically mixed together in any ratio. Okay. So they are given so many examples. Kindly note it down, these examples. It may be asked in a match or 1 mark or any other thing. So tap water. Tap water means it contains, what are the things? Some water and dissolved salt. Water and dissolved salt. So tap water, it contained water and dissolved salt. So similarly lemonade. Lemonade, it contains lemon juice, என்னென்னலாம் சேர்க்குறோம், lemon juice, sugar and water. நம்ம lemon juice prepare பண்ணுறோம் இல்லையா? So lemon juice, sugar and water. Okay. So this is a lemonade. Okay. So next, air. Already you know air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and any other thing. Okay. So air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor and other gases in a particular ratio mixture. Okay. So mixture is an impure substance. It contains two or more kinds of elements or compounds are both physically mixed together in a ratio. So the example for mixtures: tap water, lemonade, air. Okay. So you have to remember what those things are mixed in it. Soil. Soil is a mixture of clay, sand and various salt. Soil. Clay, sand and various salt. Depends upon the place. Over salts depends upon that. Okay. So similarly, milk, ice cream, rock salt, tea, smoke, wood, seawater, blood. Our blood also in the example for mixture. Toothpaste, paint or all those things are mixture. Alloys are mixtures of metals. So kindly keep it in your mind. Alloys are mixtures of metals. Okay. They may be dash or the mixtures of metals. They may be asked in a 1 mark. Okay. So this paragraph is very, very important. You have to remember all those terms. Okay. So these are the things you have to know in a mixtures. Okay. So and one more thing, LPG. What is meant by LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas. Liquefied petroleum gas. Where we are used this LPG? Yes, in your home. We are in our home for cooking purpose. We are using gas. Yes, that gas is nothing but liquefied petroleum gas. It is highly inflammable hydrocarbon gas. So hydrocarbons we are going to study it in a carbon and its compound lessons. So it is nothing but compounds formed by with the help of hydrogen and carbons. Okay. So it is nothing but what it is contains: butane, propane gases, mixture of butane and propane gases. So liquefied through pressure. It must be liquid, but due to the pressure it must be converted into gas and it is used for heating, cooking and auto fuel. Use heating, cooking and auto fuel purposes. Okay. So LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. So next we are going to discuss about the difference between compound and mixture. Okay. So mixture, it consists of two or more substance. Compound, it consists of single substance. Compound, it consists of single substance. Okay. Mixture may present in any proportion. This is the difference, major difference. Mixture, they present in any proportion. In compound, they present in a definite proportion. For example, H2O, it must be contains only 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Okay. So it is a compound. So mixture, there is no particular ratio. Mix okay. They show the properties of the constituents. Particles present properties it may be show. They do not show the properties. That hydrogen or oxygen property it should be shows only the H2O molecule properties. Okay. Components can be separated by physical method. Mixtures can be separated by physical method, whereas compounds can be separated by a chemical method. One or more chemical method we can use to separate the compounds. Okay. So these are the major difference between the mixture and compounds. So kindly go through all those things what you have learned today. So day by day you just note it down and do the assignments properly. It will be helpful for your revision exams or midterm exams. So I will continue in the next session. Take care.